Here's how to make this neat style of mouth I use, which I think brings a great 2D style to any 3D character. First, make a low-res cylinder, squash it down, and make the inner part a bit wider, and then sort out the front bit like this. I think it just works better. Now just add a boolean modifier to the head and set it to float, so it works faster. Then just hide the boolean and it works. Then give the boolean and head the same material, so that material will be inside the mouth. You rig this by making an armature, adding one bone for each vertex in the front of the boolean, and adding one bone in the middle, which they're all parented to, and then one extra bone in the inner mouth so you can move that if necessary. Then parent with empty weights, and set each forward-facing edge of the cylinder to match the closest bone 100%. For these vertices, make it 50% the bones above them and below them. Then make sure to put the rig modifier above the subdiv modifier to make it smooth. Now you can move each bone to determine the shape of the mouth. Now make the inner bone control 100% of the inner mouth, which you'll need for some more crazy expressions. To parent this to a normal rig, just parent the master bone and inner bone to your character's head. But it would be so much nicer if we had a line around the mouth, especially if we want to close it. Here's how to do that. Add any object, it doesn't matter which. Then add a geometry nodes modifier, but don't worry, it's simple. Add a mesh boolean node and make it use the object info node of the mouth bool and the head. No, but I'll explain later. Now add a separate geometry node, set it to edge, and then plug in both outputs. Now we convert that edge from a mesh to a curve, and then back to a mesh. But setting the profile to a curved circle, set to any radius you need. Now we just need to set the material to whatever you want. But now it's trying to take every single edge after the boolean modifier happens, so we need something else. Copy the head, delete the boolean modifier, and call it head fake. Now go back to the object info node and swap it to head fake. And now it works. It'll follow the rig and the bool perfectly. And that's it. Thanks for watching.